The Theft of Genius, or On the Mind of Our World. Genius, not whim and ineffective or fake education, but our collective genius, is the mind of the world. And all that the genius requires is that you stop and think about it. Genius can't be tested on a test. It can only really be appreciated. There's nothing to it. It is just an adventure across our own curiosities. Strangely, the quest for genius is denied at first. So we have to break through. We have to really work at it. It is denied by poverty and the way the world works. Sometimes it is denied by the well-wishing, and most often by the inconvenienced. It is denied by people who don't know it, and by people who want to rule over you. The denial of real and meaningful and effective education and the resulting knowledge and wisdom and greatness prevents us from growing all the way up and results in a kind of poverty, but of mind. Crime family-based governments do attempt to force it on purpose, but in the modern world, away from such parasites, poverty of mind, or as we should call it, the theft of genius, emerges automatically, because we all have a simple flaw. We blindly accept the culture that we are born into, far too easily and never with a question. Not a good idea. And by we, I don't mean just the modern generation. I mean all the generations. The young and the old, and even those who have passed. Everyone. It is hard to break out. The breaking out makes things worse at first. Sometimes maybe even for most of one's life. But I think everyone in the end arrives at great enlightenment. I suppose that historically, breaking out of the culture that one is born into would often mean becoming a castaway. Whether the theft of genius is designed by a dictatorship or emerges out of chaos, or already wildly self-propagates in a runaway process fed by lack of real schools, ineffective education, and poverty everywhere, where schools are but a business that sells a mere impression of education. It is always hard to rise. It has always been that way. And each time humanity falters, we first have to learn to rise to the heights that we have once reached. You too are a genius, an inventor, an intellectual. There is an artist and a poet and a musician and a composer and a writer in you. It's all there. All those people we admire, their talents, are all within us too. We are each a force of nature and a force of change. We can all walk unlimited steps and rise to unprecedented heights. But you must first unlock it all. And I dare you not to pay a single cent, because knowledge is your treasure. It is your inheritance and your right. You must find all the narrated books that are held in high esteem by all the world's great intellectuals and carefully listen and inherit the wisdom within from thousands of lives. Lives spent in wisdom, lives lived well. Make your way to rise and stand on the shoulders of giants, and may your works help countless others to stand taller also.